Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and again welcome back to my lovely KTM 1290 Super Adventure S. And on this one it's just a quick review and also why you would, maybe or wouldn't, have these upper and lower crash bars on your bike. Now obviously part of it you think, well, it's obvious why you want them, but there's a couple of reasons to have them and a couple of reasons to have the uppers as well as the lowers, and so I just thought I'd get into why you would go for both, or maybe just one depending what you're doing. So let's just get straight into it really. So first of all, let's get to the simple, basic, easy one, is image. And I actually think they look great. They make the bike look quite chunky. So have a look. So it's the lower black, and I went for an orange top to go with obviously the decals and the paint job. We go around the front. It just makes the bike look a bit chunkier and a bit meaner. Yeah, so look is obviously one thing. Like I said, I've even gone as far as to have the orange to go with the orange, the black to go with the black. You know, that is, you know, that's personal preference. So it is a look if that is what you're going for, but then there's obviously the convenience side and the reason you have them. Now obviously they're called crash bars for a reason, nudge bars, whatever you want to call them. If you are using your bike for predominantly, you know, road work and like commuting and stuff, then maybe the upper bars may be a bit overkill to a point, you know. Obviously in my eyes, obviously this is personal choice, it's always a good idea to have as much protection as possible. They save a lot of money. They don't cost massive money. I think these are about 260 quid for the uppers. I think the lower was about £200, something like that. So it's not huge money considering you'll put a five if you were to drop it at a decent pace or on something rocky. And obviously the tank, your side panel, there's a lot of expensive stuff sat behind all of this, so it's going to cost more to replace that than it is to replace one of these engine bars. So it is a good idea like that, but there are things that people, I suppose, just don't think of off the top of your head. If you're doing very long distances, if something goes wrong with this upper one especially, you can be towed. You can get someone, tow a rope around it or a strap or whatever, and you can at least get to the next garage, next petrol station or whatever is needed, or if there's a serious issue. So things like that people sometimes don't even think about and think, oh actually that's a really good idea, because, you know, as unsafe as it is to be towed by another bike or whatever, it's a way of getting yourself out of trouble, and hundreds and hundreds of bikers have done it. And it is, especially if you're in like the outback, Australia, or you're out in the middle of nowhere, no matter what country you're in, it's a good way of getting yourself back from a very bad situation. So these are, it's not just about crashing, it's also about safety. Like you can get special bungs and carriers so you can like velcro on things like toolkits and safety, like first aid kits will all bolt or strap onto these. So it's spreading the load around the bike rather than having everything on your panniers on the back of the bike. You can put some of it on the front. And I will say this upper crash bar was a real faff to fit. I wouldn't advise someone that has no skill in with tools. Like I'm a mechanic anyway, but even I got quite frustrated with it. It could be the to be fair, the manual showing how it fitted, it didn't actually explain that you have to take your steering damper off. This goes underneath the steering damper, not on top. If you put it on top, the steering won't go to full lock because it actually catches the bar. So it actually has to go up. So you take your steering damper off, this bracket goes up. So if I show you up and in here, sorry, there's the steering damper and there's the bracket. It will fit the opposite side of the bracket of the steering damper, but like I said, it won't fit. The steering won't, it will actually catch the bar. So that was a real pain in the bum. And those two bolts, if you look at them, are trapped, like are hidden behind. So if you go to full lock, if I move the bike, the bolts are actually hidden by the steering damper. See? So if I go to full lock again, there it is. So you can see that one. So a quick tip then, sorry, moving around, you need a ball-ended Allen key so you can go in at an angle. Because if you can't get in at an angle, because the right hand side bolt of the bike is really awkward to get in and get out and do up. So you need a ball-ended Allen key to put them in carefully and sensibly without cross-threading or damaging anything, and catch it all on. So what I did, like, you got the two bolts here, then you got obviously the two in the middle, the two up the back, and obviously same on the other side, and then you've got some here that bolt on. Put it all on finger tight, put it all on loose, just so it's hanging until you know every last bolt is caught, and then go around and do them all up. So do the two up, do the clamps here are the last to do up, leave them loose and do them last. Let it centralize, get it all centralized so you know it's in the middle, because you can, the bit that the bracket that goes on the steering damper is the fiddliest bit. Get that in, bolt that up. You can do that up because that can't go anywhere because it's got two holes, there's no room for movement. So get in there, get them two done, do them up tight, and then work outwards and do the outside clamps last, because then they will sit where they should sit on this lower bracket, because that can slide up and down. So do them last. So do the back two, steering damper two first. After you do them, do them, steering damper, then do them. That will then push that to the correct place, and then these two little ones in the middle here. So that's it then, that'll all be nice, done and tight. And another good thing with this, other than being towed, is it's a good place to pick it up from. If you're struggling to pick it up or you need help picking it up, you don't have some idiot hanging off your indicator stalk or trying to grab your headlight and braking stuff. If you struggle, if you don't know how to pick up a large bike, I might do a video on how to pick up a bike. There is a lot that I'll do one anyway, so just in case for the people that subscribe to me. So there is a technique to pick up a large bike from its side that's very, very easy. Even my wife can do it, and she's tiny, and this is a very heavy bike, but she can do it. But it's a good thing to learn, because if you're on your own in the middle of nowhere and you drop your bike, it's so easy to drop them because they're so heavy. They get off center and you slip a foot, down she'll go. So yeah, there is a way, but if you have got someone there, it's just another way someone can get hold of it and help you to get it up. So that sounds wrong, but you know what I'm saying. So I highly recommend the crash bars. They are very, very good. Even as far as aesthetics are concerned, they are very good for what you need. The bottom bars I would have on any of them, just to save your engine and the delicate stuff on the motor and stuff. I would like the top ones is personal for me. Like if you're going down green lanes or you're going out in the middle of nowhere, it's just peace of mind to know you could be towed, or you're protecting upper, more again expensive parts. So it's just an added security for you. So I know it's been a bit long, so I do apologise if it's been a bit too long for you, but any info you want on the bars or fitting or anything like that, just let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I always reply to all comments. Hope that's helped, guys. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Cheers.